Right then, boys and girls, time to gear up for our first full season at Weston Mare, and our first transfer special is in front of us. Got to rebuild a whole squad, so it might be a long one. So let's strap in and let's get on with it. Right then, first little bit of news that I didn't expect. The board have announced plans to increase the capacity of the stadium by 700 seats. I mean, it's nice and all, but I'd rather have taken that 95k and used it on the squad. But onwards and upwards, I guess, for the club. More fans in the stadium, so might be a good thing. We shall see. Right, first things first, peeps. We need to look at the squad and see who we can and cannot keep. A lot of players run out of contract. From Brandon Dack here upwards, they're all out of contract, including the loan players. What's good for us is that David Mantle's loan still for another season. Don't mind that as well, because he's a very good player. Kenzie Stretton's loan move is still here, which I don't mind again. Again, fantastic player. Will Paris is still here. And so is Amos. So our best midfield players are still staying. It does mean 4 of our loans are already gone. 2 of them are leaving. So we could probably get another 2 loans in. And then, yeah, the rest of the team look like they are going to be leaving. So we're going to have a lot of budget left, I hope. But we'll see how we get on. Some of these players I do want to keep. I'll probably look at offering Brandon Dack a new contract now. Sorry, Brandon Back a new contract. Played really well for us in the last season, so maybe look to hope to give him a new contract. Try and get that wage down as much as I possibly can. But yeah, anyone I try and offer a new contract to, it'll be on less wages. I want to try and get this down as much as possible. Michael Smith on £700 a week, 37 years old. He's definitely going to be going. There's no point keeping him. He's decent for this level still, but he needs to. He needs to go. We can use that £700 to potentially get 1 or maybe another player in, maybe 2. So yeah, a lot of these players are going to go. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. Again, it's going to be a lot of transfer special is going to be a lot of cutting and coming back to you. I don't want to keep the episode will be too long if I just stay with you the whole time. I'll come back when anything major happens, any signings, any releases, anyone's goes. Anything that special happens, I'll come back, and then we'll run down signings as well. But yeah, I'll try and see who I want to keep, and I'll be back with you guys when we've made some signings and when we've released some players. Finally got given our budgets, guys, and nothing good. They stayed the same, £10.5 per week. A little bit of a transfer budget, but we're not going to use that. So we're still overspending. So we need to offload before we can do anything. So that'll be my next job. Set some players for release, get them gone, try and keep a few maybe, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, not the wage budget I wanted. I wanted a little bit more. Bit disappointing, but we carry on. So I've just noticed something that might be a little bit of a problem. My contract runs out in 46 days, and there has been no talk of offering me a new one. This might be a short transfer window if I don't get given another contract. I mean, they let me start my coaching badges, so surely they're going to give me one, right? And I kept them in the league, so surely I'm going to get a new contract. I'll be back with that answer, I guess. Right, folks, no contract news as of yet, but we have sold a player. Michael Smith, 37 years old, on £700 a week with us. He's gone to Bangor in Northern Ireland. Good servant for us, but at 37, he ain't going to get any better. And for £700 a week, I know we can get someone better in for that money. So he's gone, and he's the first major one out. Right then, folks, I'm going to be a bit transparent with you here. I still have no contract offer, so I'm getting a bit worried. And every player I've tried to offer a new contract to wants more money than what they're already on, and we can't afford to do that. So I've had to release everybody. or set everybody for release anyway. It's going to be a major thing, but also I might not even be the guy that they want in charge to do so. So I've had to edge my bets a little bit and apply for jobs. So Braintree just got relegated to our division, so I've applied for that. Eastleigh in the division above didn't do very well. I've applied for that. Same with Rochdale. I've applied for Dorking job in our league and the Torquay job in our league. Both teams that finished just outside the playoffs last season. Sorry, Dorking finished in the playoffs but lost in the first round of it. Got a bigger wage bill than us. Same with Torquay, got a massive wage budget. Braintree will have a bigger one than us, but less than the two of them. And then Eastleigh and Rochdale have massive wage budgets, but they're in the division above. So I'm not saying we're leaving. I'm not saying I'm even going to get any of these jobs. I'm just making precautions just in case Weston Super Mare decide to not offer me a new contract. I mean, they'd be mad not to, but just in case. And see what happens when you apply for new jobs. They come walking in the door and they give you a new contract. What I wanted, to be fair, it is what I wanted. So we'll accept that and we'll just carry on. I want to stay here. I want to build this team. I don't want to move just yet. Listen, if any one of those clubs that I've applied for come in for me, we'll have a look to see what they're offering. Because like I said, this is realism. But yeah, we want to have a full first season here and see what we can do. So boys and girls, so far, this are the players that will be staying next season. Trying to get the keeper to sign a new deal, but he wants too much money, so he might end up leaving. He's in contract, he's on loan, he's on loan, he's on loan, he's on loan. He's got a contract till next year. I've just signed him, so he's on a contract till next year. I managed to get Brandon back on a non-contract for next season. So he'll still be here. But yeah, this ain't looking good. It's only the 2nd of June still. We've still got a long way to go. And we've got a bit of transfer budget now. We've got a bit of wage budget now of 3K. So we can make a few signings now and hope for the best. I'm going to try and get some of them in now. But yeah, looks like it's going to be a whole new squad, which could be a good thing, but it also could be a bad thing. Our first step back. Tried to get Michael Fellovi in as our striking option for the season. Offered him even $1,000 out of our budget just to try and get a good striker in. He chose to go to Chelmsford, and he rejected offers from Cheltenham, Ebbsfleet, Totton. Everyone wanted him. He's chosen to go to Chelmsford, but when they're offering wages like that, I just can't compete. So this could be a very, very long summer. Some little funny news. Britta Sombalonga is my new assistant manager. FM legend for the lower leagues. Yeah, he ain't the best, but I saw his name come up on my assistant manager scouts, and I thought, why not? Let's get him in as assistant manager. And here he is. What a guy. So then, peeps, we've gone forward to the 1st of July. We've got a few signings in. So the first one was Matt Briggs, 30-year-old winger. Played for Dorking last season in this division. He's okay. He'll be able to get to the bar line and get a few crosses in. Got a decent pace on him, so he'll be fine. Ollie Davis. Again, probably for the other side or a striker option. Just a little one we picked up. Not on a lot of wages, so it was easy to do. Ben Dudzinski is a new keeper. Still trying to sign Kean Taylor to a new contract, so just in case we've got this guy in. He's a good backup as well. He'll do okay, even if we have to use him for our proper keeper. But yeah, another good signing too. Probably the best signing of the lot, centre half Sam Sanders. He's on 850 grand a week, but he was a good centre half, so we had to sign him. But yeah, he's a good player. Giorgio Razzulo, the midfielder, decent wages, and he was a good player for the division. Made a bit of a boo-boo, and all of our midfielders have gone back to their loan clubs. We've lost all of the loan players. I thought they were here for 2 seasons. They're not. That was obviously the real contract, so we need to make a few loan signings and replace our midfield. And then the next signing was a Josh Hedges. Again, another player that can create. Probably his best position is in the 10, which we don't play at the moment, so we might have to change that and see what we do. But good first touch, good passing, good technique, and good flair, and good off the ball. So good midfielder, I think, for this level. And then we've got one more player come in, Aurora Henry, who's a right back. Again, very good for this division. He was scouted very highly by everybody, and he was wanted by a couple of clubs. We managed to get him £550 a week. So not too bad. Potential to be a good League Two player as well. So not a bad signing so far. Players, again, the squad's looking bare. Like I say, it's 16 players. A lot of the team have went back. Keane's still there at the minute because he's looking to sign a new deal. We've got 2 players in on trial. Not sure if I'm going to sign any of them because they're not that good. I'm completely honest with you. So I don't think I'm going to sign any of them. Do need a left back desperately. Probably need a striker too, and then we need midfielders. So yeah, I'll keep coming back and forth now. When we sign some players, we've still got 3.5k in the wage budget to play with. So average about £500 a week. We could still sign a good couple of players here. And then we'll have a look at who are being recommended and see who we can sign. Trayvon Mully, right winger, being recommended as an A-star, 19-year-old. We'll get him scouted and see what happens there. And then a centre-half who looks very good. We wanted by Mansfield and to be our best player. So again, we'll get him scouted and we'll see what else we can do. We've managed to keep our 6'8" goalkeeper, Kean Tyler. Same money that he was on last season, so I didn't think it was a bad thing just to give him a new contract in the end. He did okay for us last season, so kept him going. Next player through the door is a Miracle Okafor. Striker, 25 years old, Nigerian. Previous clubs, Brackley, didn't do very well last season in the league above. He's on a non-contract though, so we don't have to pay him any wages right the way. It's only if he actually plays that he gets paid. Good finishing for this level, and he's got pace. So I just thought, let's get him in the door, see what he can do. It's not going to set the world alight. I hope he does, but I don't think he will. But yeah, it's just another body in, another striker in that we desperately needed. We currently have a director of football in Ryan Bertrand. I'm letting him initiate offers for players just to see if he can find any hidden gems. He's made an offer for this guy, a Callum Cliff, centre-back. Can't see any of his stats. Obviously, he's not scouted, but he could be okay. He's wanted by a few other clubs other than ourselves. So if the offer gets accepted, we'll offer him a contract to see what we can do. But yeah, it's just another way to try and get a few players in the door and see if he can find any gems for me while I'm searching for the players and trying to get loan deals in and stuff. So just another option to try and get players in, and we'll see what happens. Our first loan signing through the door, Sekou Kaba, 19 years old, on loan from Cardiff. He's got a good goal scoring record in the under-21s for Guinea. So I thought I'd get him in. Great pace for this division, good dribbling, and he's got a decent finish on him. Yeah, he should hopefully help us get some goals. And he's another striker option. We're only paying, I think, £200 a week for him. I think it was. Yeah, £230 a week for him to be on loan here. And he's our best striker and comes in for a year. So it's a cheap signing. It's not really a risky one. And yeah, let's hope we can get him the service and get him some goals to be scored. Next new signing in, Theo Otten on a free transfer, young right back, released from Brighton. Great physicals for this division, fantastic crossing for this division. You can just bomb up and down that right-hand side and hopefully get some assists. Probably didn't need another right back considering we've got a couple already. But when he came up on the scouting report, it was that level straight away, so it had to be done. If you're looking at the best 11 so far, if we quick pick our best 11 with no restrictions, that's the best team so far. Caba's on international break, which is fine, and he's our best striker regardless. Ollie Davis, left winger. Again, I don't think he's a left winger, so that's not going to be there. Dodd was here last season. I didn't really use him because our midfielders were better than he is. He might have to be used this year because he's one of our best midfielders. He's a new guy we've signed. He should be okay. So, but yeah, it definitely isn't done. I think our keeper, our 2 centre halves, and our right backs are fine. Definitely need a left back to play above Lopez. Then we need to sort out our midfield. And yeah, 16th of July, so we ain't got to play any games until August. So fingers crossed that this is the start of something good. I said we needed a left back, and we finally have one. Teddy Bloomfield comes in, released by Aston Villa. They signed from Ipswich for 100k from the year before. Similar to the right back we signed, young, decent crossing, very good physicals. This guy's got better natural fitness, so he should overplay more games. But yeah, I think for this level of football, that's a very good left back to sign. 18 years of age, got a bit of value to hopefully sell him on next season if worst case scenario, or if we can get him to sign another deal. It's another good signing in. He'll be the main left back, I think, and then Lopez can be his backup for now. But that's another problem position we had sorted. So again, very, very good stuff so far. Right, another new loan signing in the door. Jack Matthews in from Plymouth. Decent centre back for this level. We just wanted another one in the door. I think we've got 4 decent centre backs now, so we've got a good rotation. And if for any reason we do need to move to a 3 at the back, we've got options now. So I think another good signing, especially in on loan. And he can cover both wing back positions as well, which is definitely going to be needed. Something that came across the emails that gave us decent odds to win the thing. So I checked the media predicted table. They think we're going to finish second, which is quite mental. But it must mean the players that we've signed are quite decent. We've got one player in the Dream 11. I think it was Coulson. He was in the Dream 11. And yeah, it just kind of weirded me out a little bit that, we just escaped relegation last year, and there we are. Media predictions to finish second. All the teams that got relegated really low down. So, a weird one. But I'll take it. Just a little quick announcement here. Board continues to support me by giving me more coaching badges. Got my National C. Now I'm studying for the National B. Board are funding that to keep doing it. So they're clearly backing me, which is a good thing. Yeah. Coaching badges, here we come. Well, we've made it to the first game of the season. No extra additions than what you already know. But I have made a slight boo-boo. Still only have 19 players. I am working on trying to get a bit more. But still only 19 players. And I don't really have a midfield. Don't really have any centre mids. So we are trying to get 2 on loan right now. Not going to come through in time for the game. So I think we're going to have to play 3 at the back for the first game of the season. We've got decent centre backs, decent wing backs that can go forward and get us some instructions. Get some assists, hopefully. We've got inside forwards, really, that can hopefully penetrate. And then we've got a new channel forward who can hopefully get us some goals. It doesn't look like a bad formation in possession and out of possession, so we will see how it goes, I guess. And yeah. Not going to do any more now. I want the next episode to be the first game of the season. My plan for the next episode is we'll play. Preseason's been okay. Haven't conceded any goals. First game of the season will be in that one, and then I think in the first episode of the new season, I think I'm going to do 3 games. So we'll do Worthing, we'll do Horsham, and then we'll do Salisbury. And that kind of tees up all of August and the rest of the transfers. Now, I know the transfer window doesn't technically close in this division, but that's how I kind of want to do it. So the next episode, we'll get 3 matches in. Worthing away, first game of the season. Horsham and Salisbury at home. Then we play a big chunk of games in between the in and off camera. Get more signings in, and we'll see where we are. Like I said before, earlier, the Dream 11 had us in second. It now has us in 4th. So other people have obviously made better. Like Totten and Torquay looks like they've made some better signings than we have. But considering we finished around 20th, 19th last season, and the media think we're going to finish 4th, they clearly think we've got a decent side. Especially, I think we do too. Especially our defence. Our defense is, I think, something that's going to keep us solid this year. That back, those defenders there. Not only that, you've got also another right back here who's pretty decent, who can go into the team too. So I think we've got decent defenders. Need to try and get 2 midfielders in on loan. That's what I'm trying to do now. Wingers ain't that great, and then hopefully our star in Cabot up front can get us some goals. Like I say, transfers ain't over. If you look at the squad, we've only got 2 in on loan, but we are running out of wage budget. I'm trying to get 2 more in now on loan, but the wage budget is shockingly low, so I don't think we'll get any more in. But that's it for the transfer special for now. And I said next episode we're back in for the first couple of games. Right, peeps, if you've enjoyed that, please hit the like button and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Next episode, we're getting into the first full season under for me at Weston Supermare. And yeah, good times ahead, we hope. In the next one, guys. See you later.